Hi, I'm Aarron Morton and we're here today at Friezeland Fisheries in Market Bosworth, hopefully catching a lot of carp. Right, so today we've set the bomb up, mainly to search the peg, see what's about. We've got a fixed 10 gram bomb to a 015 hook length, PR27 hook, size 16, and a quick stop. Quite a sizable hair for big cubes of meat, double corn, 4 or 5 discs of bread. So big baits, big fish, so a big air in my opinion. We've also set up the waggler today, and that's going to be probably my main line. We've got a 3 gram Maver commercial waggler. To that we've got float stop beads either side to like a snap slink swivel. 1, so it's easy to change should the wind pick up or drop, and 2, so the float collapses on the strike. It's a 3.5 hollow tip bristle, so the light penetrates it easier. It's a lot easier for me to pick up. Coming down to the bottom, at the minute we've got a bulk 12 inches from the hook. That may change during the day depending on how bites and the fish are. And again, PR27 size 16 on a quick stop. That'll mainly be corn today. So the way I connect my rig to my elastic is just with a Drennan feeder bead. Picked it up from Paul Holland off one of his videos. I swapped over to it, and to be honest, I've never looked back. It's so neat, keeps everything pushed away from your pole, and obviously elastics wear, and all you do when your knot wears, just cut 2 or 3 inches off it, tie your knot again, pull your bead back over, and you're ready to go. Really neat, tangle free virtually, and yeah, just works really well. Coming down to the rig, we're using a MVR Finesse 2 today, 0.3, in about 5.5 foot of water. It's the new flexi wire. Coming down the rig, at the minute we've got a typical spread bulk, like 3 inches between each shot, coming down to 4 inch hook length. I'm pinging pellets today, but I'm not going to use a pellet band. I hook my pellets directly onto the band. Reason being, should during the day I want to put a piece of corn on, or an expander pellet or maggots, I'm not tied to having a band on my rig, so that way I can just hook the band and still fish hard pellets and change throughout the day. Just means that multiple rigs aren't needed. Coming on to the baits, we've got 4 and 6 mil hard pellets today, which we'll be pinging hopefully. So little tip, what I do when I'm fishing hard pellets and I'm using alternative baits like corn and expanded pellets, I actually put bands around my hard pellets and soak them, just weather them out a bit, and then I hook the bands directly, and as you can see, look, the bands are barely visible. Just a little micro band, so it's as thin as you can get it, and just, you know, you've got the best of both worlds. Then you can swap to corn or an expander pellet and still have the luxury of fishing an hard pellet at the same time. Just saves setting up loads of rigs. Couple of liners before the tip went round, which was nice. Let you know there's a few fish about. First fish of the day, nice little mirror, hopefully there's plenty more. So second chuck in, second fish, plenty of liners. It's nice to know there's a few fish in the area really. I don't think it's a massive fish again, probably feels about 3 or 4 pounds, similar stamp to the last one. Hopefully have his mum and dad a little bit later on. The bites I've had so far, couple of taps, big liners, generally followed by a couple of positive pulls and a drop back. Not the first couple of bites have not been the typical pull rounds and fish on. I've had to, you know, strike at them, to be honest. Well, I think next chuck I'm just going to put some meat on and just see if that gives us a bit of a more positive bite, because there's clearly fish about in the area, so just see if it makes a difference really with some meat on than the bread. So yeah, it is winter fishing, but you still got to ring the changes, to be honest. The more baits you try, rule out different options, and just work your peg. There's clearly fish in front of you, so it's just working out how they want it. So generally the busier angler, the one who tries more, will hopefully get more out of his peg come the end of the day, which is what it's all about. So the thing with fishing the bomb in the winter is, you're searching your peg, and already it's quite clear what's happened. First 3 chucks in, I've had 2 fish and a massive liner, chucking down the same hole, and again now there's no signs of a fish, so that's telling me initially what's happened is I've caught a few fish that's there and they've spooked. So the joy of the bomb is, without feeding any bait, you can search your peg, again chasing the fish, but you're not feeding your peg and ruining it. So that's one of the advantages of chucking a little bomb around your peg, just picking odd fish off really, and then later in the day you can always look to feed a bit of bait over where you've started the match, because to me you've not really lost anything, because you've plucked what you can earlier in the day. And come the end of the day, hopefully your other lines are starting, so a bit of a throwaway line on the bomb really. You can have a good last hour where you've started and fed some bait and they've settled.
Right, so we've had 5 fish now on the bomb. We've caught a few quick fish, we've spooked, we've moved, same's happened again. So now I've been pinging corn for about an hour or so, halfway down the lake. So I'm just going to drop a waggler over the top and just see what's there really. So now we're going to go on the pole. Been feeding pellets there since the session started, so again hopefully should be a few fish lined up for us. So pick the catapult up now. I'm just going to ping some pellets around the float just to entice a bite really, and get some bait falling through the water, and then I'll lower my rig back over the pellets. We've gone back on the bomb. Pole's been, well, we've not had a bite on it all the way, which has surprised me, to be honest. So we've gone back on the bomb. We've lengthened the tail a bit just to pop the bread up a bit further, and yeah, just going searching for the fish really. They're obviously in front of us, it's just finding them and getting them to have a chew. So recap on today, been really hard, to be honest. Not as good as I thought, but that's winter fishing. We started off on the bomb. Initially had a really good first hour, and then fishing, as it does, it gets worse. And then we've just gone on the waggler, gone on the pole, chasing fish, trying to find out where they are. Yeah, not an easy day, but bringing the changes, like I say, it's paid dividends really. We've caught some fish on when many days if you'd have sat there not doing a lot, not chasing the fish, you wouldn't have caught. So yeah, enjoyable but hard day. I'd like to thank Maver Gold, the team who put the fish for, Maver and Dynamite for their backing, Fishing for Info for obviously doing the feature with us, and Friezeland for allowing us to use their fishery. Hopefully see you again in the spring for part 2. Yeah, thanks a lot. Right, we'll have a look at some of the fish we've caught today. See you next time.